Hi, welcome back. If you haven't seen the first video, go to trinitydigitalmedia.com/intro to video to watch the other videos in this series. Quick reminder, my name is Paul Allen Clifford. I'm a videographer and I've been doing videos since 2000. I own trinitydigitalmedia.com and have written books on new media, social media, serving, videography, and other similar subjects. I'm excited about each of you who have watched the last video and have let me know how much you appreciate it through likes, retweets, comments, and more. Thank you. Now let's hop into the main subject of today's class and talk about equipment. Choosing equipment. When people think about video equipment, they think about cameras. Many forget that without lighting or audio, video isn't worth much. So today we're going to talk about a lot of these things. Let's start with the camera. I remember holding up a flip phone in 2005 during a conference breakout session that I was teaching. I said, imagine a day when the camera in this is as good as a standalone video camera. We're at that point right now. Right now, I have 3 HD cameras in my studio. They're all Canons. One is a DSLR and 2 are Vixias. The difference between these cameras isn't the resolution, but the amount of control I have with them. In my pocket, I have a phone that shoots that same resolution. Many people even have phones that shoot better video than their video cameras. In the hands of a talented videographer, a phone can create images that were impossible for any but those in Hollywood just a few short years ago. There are still reasons to buy a DSLR, digital single lens reflex camera, a camcorder, a studio camera, or other types of cameras. So which should you use? Well, it depends. DSLRs are very flexible. You have control over shutter speed, lens, aperture, gain, also known as ISO. They're great for short videos or videos made of multiple shots. It's really hard to get a shot with shallow depth of field where you have out of focus background with many other types of cameras. DSLRs aren't great live cameras though. They don't tend to have the best onboard audio, and some only record 12 minutes at a time. Their flexibility is also a detriment to getting good video out of the box if you don't know what you're doing. Camcorders are what most people think of when they think of shooting video. They're designed for what they do. Unlike DSLRs, it's not just an added feature. They record longer, have better audio, and better controls. They tend to be more easily accessible, those controls. If you're recording longer events, camcorders are the best choice. On the negative side though, since they tend to have fixed lenses, you're stuck with what you buy. If you have the budget and you're only going to shoot live events, perhaps you need a studio camera. They're designed to shoot for long periods of time and run through a video switcher. They can be more expensive than the other 2 types, but they make shooting long events easier. For many of you though, your smartphone is the good choice. It's a good starting point if you don't have the budget or knowledge for more. If you don't know or don't want to know how to use a dedicated video camera, they're also great. They just may be the perfect starting point for most people. Now, no camera is good at all without light. So when you're first starting out, you might want to start with what you already have. Believe it or not, I'm shooting with an improvised light kit. My backlight is an LED bulb and a regular lamp. My key light is one of those salad bowl clamp lights that you get at a hardware store. The only really somewhat professional light is my fill light, which is a softbox, but I got it fairly cheaply on Amazon. Now, I have a professional light kit. This is a 4-light kit made by Lowell. Because it uses quartz lights, which are similar to halogen, it outputs a lot of light. The thing is, it's hot. And since my home studio doesn't have extra cooling, I try not to put it out unless I really need it. Now, other options include fluorescent and LED light kits. I've mentioned it already, but what you'll probably be doing is 3-point lighting. I'll give you a link to a tutorial on this since I don't want to drag this on and on, but you'll see that soon. Finally, you need good sound. You almost never want to use the microphone that's built into your camera, for example. What you want is an external microphone. Now, I'm wearing an Audio-Technica Pro 70 wired lavalier mic. This type of mic is great for this type of video. Other options include stick mics like the Shure SM58 and shotgun mics like this Natty SGM12, which I wouldn't recommend, but I tell you the model just so that you can look elsewhere. Other things to consider are support. Now, usually that's in the form of a good tripod and a computer to edit more complex videos. While it's not hard to spend tens of thousands of dollars, it's possible to get away with much less. To illustrate that point, I'll give you a link to what I'm using for this video. In the next video, I'm going to touch on the mistakes that I've seen so many beginners and even some seasoned videographers make. Not only that, but I'll also answer any questions that you leave below. While you're down there, tell me what you'd like to learn about with regards to video and how you plan on using video. Now, don't forget, for reminders about the next video and more free stuff, just click on the button below and give me a good email address to send stuff to. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.